Welcome to the K9s for Veterans podcast, Operation Honor. Join us on this amazing journey. Hosted by Michael Tellerino, your guide through these inspiring stories along with special co-host Kenny Avery. In this podcast, we will share personal stories and highlight impactful programs that empower our veterans. Discover the impact that service dogs have in the lives of veterans. Tune in to witness heartfelt moments and transformational journeys. Get ready to connect, learn, and be inspired by our veterans' stories. Operation Honor is here to uplift and empower. Let's begin this important mission together.
Good afternoon and welcome to our podcast this evening. My name is Mike Tellerino. I'm your CEO and founder of K9 for Veterans, along with Kenny Avery, our director and co-host. We got a very special guest today, Daniel, known as Oz, right?
Yes, sir.
Oz, why don't you start out telling us a little bit about yourself?
Man, I'm already freezing.
No, don't do that.
All good.
Grew up in Lockport. Came from a military family. Not really anything special. Joined the military right after high school. Growing up, how I got the nickname Oz. I had been a big Ozzy Osbourne fan since as far back as I can remember.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes. Had the long hair. Growing up, ever since grade school, seeing Ozzy over 20 times.
Wow.
And so when I joined the military, I shaved all of my hair and everything off. I talked to my friend Justin, who I've known since first grade. We call him Yeti because he's had a full beard since, I want to say, first grade. But I'd be like, hey, I'm coming home. Come back from deployment. He'd be like, go to our friend group. Oh, Dan's coming home. They're like, Dan? Yeah. Wallace. What the fuck is that? I don't know if I can say that. They're like, Ozzy. They're like, oh, his name's Dan? Yeah, I never knew that. So that's how the nickname stuck.
So when we were talking earlier, you said you served in the Navy and then went into the Army, correct?
Yeah.
How long did you serve in the Navy?
Just one contract.
That's one term. What about the Army?
I finished out my 20.
Did you? God bless.
Good for you.
Long time. Thank you for your service.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
As we're here to talk tonight about not a rescue, but an organization called Rescue Rejects.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us a little bit how that got started.
So, about 10 years ago, I can't give the exact dates because I was actually deployed with the Army when our old president started this. But we're always big animal lovers. Kind of contradictory because some of us are big hunters too, but that is what it is. And we wanted to focus mostly on pit bulls. I had a pit bull named Lucy. She was about 110 pounds. Sweetest girl you'd ever meet, but pit bulls are kind of a rejected breed of society.
They got a
They don't know. Yeah, bad rap. People don't know a lot about them. And she was the sweetest girl you'd ever meet. Big, solid muscle dog, but you put a little kid by her and she was like in heaven. That she would just loved kids, loved people. Was a great guard dog, don't get me wrong. But if I said, Lucy, be good, she would be your best friend. And our T-shirts are kind of actually modeled after her, our logo. She had the ear that would fold over. I miss that dog, but so I get on a little rant about her. But yeah, we started up mainly to bring awareness and to help rescues with pit bulls. And in the course of the 10 years, we have gone to all dog breeds, cats. My aunt rescues horses.
Wow.
I've had goats and pigs at one point. So yeah, I mean that was our main goal when we started.
That's awesome. Just bringing awareness to the pit bull breed that they're not what they're led people to believe, because they're really, we've got some in our program that are excellent service dogs for our veterans. They got great dispositions.
Yeah.
They're just true to their owner. They're an amazing dog. They have such a bad reputation.
Yeah.
It's just not justified. It's not. It's all, I believe it's all how they're raised.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a pit bull. I love this dog. Her handler dresses her up in a dress, and she wears clogs and with her service dog vest.
Oh,
And
I love that.
she's just a licker. She's a beautiful pit bull. She just loves to be pet, and she's fun loving. Like everybody said, they got a bad rep.
They do.
I've been around pit bulls now for years, and I've never had a problem with them. They're all fantastic dogs.
Yeah,
They
they
are.
have a bad reputation and stuff. And this one that he's talking about is such a benefit to the veteran. It does so much to keep that veteran in a good place. It really does. So God bless these dogs and what they do for our veterans.
Yeah.
We've got
Sorry.
250 veterans in our program. We haven't lost one to suicide.
Good.
And we lose 22 plus a day. That number's way low, but it is what it is. But tell us about you're having an event to help Canine to provide another service dog to a veteran. So tell us about this event you're having.
Oh yes, sir. So it's our second run of the year. It's called the Horsepower Run. We're basically all our proceeds are going to go to Canines for Veterans. It is on October 10th, 2026. I have to read the flyer because I don't remember a lot of things. Registration is going to start at 10 a.m. Kickstand is going to be up by noon. All vehicles are welcome. Come out, meet the crew, meet the rejects. We're always looking for more people if they want to join. We're going to start at the crowd around me in Shanahan, Illinois. I'm sorry, Shorewood, Illinois. We're just talking about Shanahan. Then we're going to head out to Jamie's Outpost in North Utica. Coochie's on the Water in Creve Coeur, Illinois. And we're going to end back at the crowd around me in Shorewood.
You're saying that's a 100-mile run.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's a good day out.
And that's all vehicles, not just bikes.
Yes, sir. All vehicles are welcome.
Nice.
That's great.
With Rescue Rejects, we don't require our members to even ride a motorcycle. We're just a social club. So anybody and everybody's always welcome to join. We do have some bylaws. If you're interested, we can sit down and talk about them. But it's really relaxed social club.
If somebody wanted to join Daniel or Oz, I'm sorry,
Where
would they go to get some information?
Just come out of the Facebook page, Rescued Rejects, and reach out to a member, reach out to myself, and we can sit down or come out to one of our events. We do have another event in September at Hexie's in Aroma Park. We're doing an adoption event with Sunrise Animal Shelter. There's my aunt's shelter. They have probably over 80 cats in that shelter get ready to be adopted. We're going to have a little cookout September 19th at Hexie's in Aroma Park.
What you're doing is amazing. It really is. Just to get out there to help some of these shelters, or like what you're doing for Canine, to help us raise funds so we can help another veteran get a service dog. But it's still, you know what? I think the important thing is you're raising awareness of how many dogs, cats are in these shelters that have been there so long. that
Yes.
desperately need a home. I know it breaks my heart when I see a posting that the dog's been there for 8 months. And then I see the cage that they're in. I go, oh, dear Lord, somebody please come and get this dog.
Yeah, that's not good for that dog either,
No,
or cat or any
no,
animal really.
You
no.
so you find them forever homes?
We don't so much find them forever homes. We raise money for the shelter for their supplies and whatever they need,
Okay,
and then
great.
we'll like this adoption event, trying to get a lot of people in there to try to meet the cats, meet the workers, and maybe take a cat home with them.
That's amazing. Again, raising awareness, that is awesome because people need to be aware of what these dogs and cats are going through in these shelters. And you know what? When somebody tells me, well, I went out and bought a dog. You bought a dog when there's thousands of dogs in their local area shelters that desperately need a home.
Yes.
And you went out and bought a dog from a breeder. To me, I don't get it. We get all our dogs from shelters. We never got a dog from a breeder ever. It's like who saved who? Did the dog save the veteran, or did the veteran save the dog?
Yeah, I honestly feel we don't deserve dogs.
No.
They're amazing. On our
Well,
ride, actually, I bring out my male pit bull, Washington,
What?
or Ton we call him because he's a little bolder, and everybody gets kind of meet him, and he's real friendly. And the most he does is he's a leaner, so you start petting on him, he leans on you and might
Right.
knock you over.
Yeah. That's amazing. Again, what you're doing, really, it is.
Thank
There's so
you.
many shelters that need the help, really. And like I said, what you're doing is so important to let the public know that these dogs, they need to get out of these shelters.
Yes.
They need, even if somebody could foster one of these dogs until they can find a home for the dog. Just to get it out of that shelter. It's that old thing where somebody thinks, well, I'm going to bring a dog and turn it in because I can't take care of the dog anymore, because the dog is going to find a new home, going to have a big backyard, kids are going to play with it. No, that's not the way it works. You bring a dog to a shelter, they're already looking where they're going to put this dog because they don't have the room.
Right.
And that's the sad part of it. These shelters are so overwhelmed right now. I get calls all the time asking us if we take in dogs. And, if it's a good dog, and Kenny will tell you, if it's got the right temperament and we have a spot for it, we'll take it in a minute. If not, we'll try to find a home for it.
People don't realize the amount of money it takes to run a shelter.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the food, the electricity, the utilities, the insurance, and we're all not millionaires. We all know that. We just love animals. I could just imagine 80 cats. Wow. To me, that's crazy amount of cats. And I know a lot of people that love cats. And, when you talking about this is getting the word out. Hey, it costs a lot of money to do this, and this is why we're doing it, but we also need a little bit more help. That's how we go. That's how we do it too. But I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, they need to get as much help as they can, these shelters,
Yes,
because
they
it's
do.
got to be the expense that they have. Just I can imagine what the medical would be.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
The expenses, that's got to be horrendous. It really does. So God bless anybody that could. Do you accept donations or anything?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell us if somebody's interested in not only partnering with you or becoming a member, how would they donate to help your cause?
So basically, Cash App, Zelle, again, that technical stuff I don't understand. We'll get hold of our secretary, Gremlin. She's a little short girl. We call her Gremlin. And she can kind of walk through how to do all that. Like I said, I don't understand a lot of it.
Right.
So
But that could all be found on your website.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
And you said,
Website and a Facebook page, or just Facebook?
just Facebook. I'm sorry. Just
Okay.
Facebook.
So just to clarify this, because I want people to donate to you to help you fund what you're doing, because you're helping not only Canine, but a lot of other organizations to help sponsor these dogs. They can go to your Facebook page, Rescue Rejects, and they can inbox you that they'd like to make a donation.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll take it from there.
Yes, either myself or Gremlin, our secretary, will take it from there.
Okay. That's good. I hope if there's people out there listening that they will do that, because it's an amazing organization that's just doing it to raise awareness about the need that there is to get these dogs, cats, horses, whatever, a home. I've had horses all my life. I mean, I'm a horse person, and I love them. They're amazing animals. There's an organization out there that does therapy with horses for veterans, and I mean, it's amazing what these dogs do for our veterans. Kenny, why don't you tell them what they do? You're
I'm lucky. I have 2 service dogs. I have Goose, who's 3 years old, and then I have Charlie, female. She's still a pup. She just started training and everything. I have PTSD. I have anxiety really, really bad. And my dogs, they can tell right away when I'm starting to get upset and things are not just going right. My dogs will actually jump on my chest, and then they'll just gently paw me, and they'll, pretty much say, "Hey, Dad, calm down. You got this. Don't worry about it." And they know they're constantly by me. Best thing, you mentioned something about fostering a dog, and I did with Goose. Goose was just supposed to be a foster, and 3 years later, here he is. He's still here, and you know, I I couldn't live without my dogs. Is what I'm trying to say. My dogs, my wife, and my dogs make my life so much more easier, and calming down and just controlling my life. And that's the best part of what we do and what the dogs do.
Dan, I had my service dog, Sam, for just under 8 years. Out of nowhere, it just had a heart attack one night. I was devastated. So our trainer, about 2 or 3 weeks later, Kate, said, "Come in. I want you to get another dog. I'm not ready. I am not ready." She's, "Come on and just look at this dog." I said, "Kate, what kind of dog is it?" She said, "It's a Malinois." I said, "Oh no, oh no, oh no. I am way too old for that." You gotta come with me. Well, I'll tell you, this dog is so calm. I don't even know she's in the house.
Really?
Just, what about it, Ken?
Yep.
She's my girl. But
That's awesome.
how can you not love these 4-legged animals? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Okay, one more time, tell us how we can get to your page, Facebook, and learn more about becoming a member in Rescue Rejects and how they could donate.
So go on to the Rescue Rejects Facebook page, just Rescue Rejects Social Club.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And you'll be able to get a hold of one of our admins, either myself or Gremlin. If you want to be a member, come on out, meet the crew, kind of see what we do. We can get a little more in depth. And donation wise, just inbox myself or Gremlin, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome.
I do want to give a big shout out to my crew, though. We have 7 members, and they are just amazing. Just starting with my vice president, Hooligan. who is actually married to Gremlin,
No.
our secretary, and they are out at every event, different clubs, whether it be an MC or another social club. Our guy Panda, he's one of our blockers. He rides a rocket. He's been in there since the beginning. He's one of the originals. Another great guy. Muppet, our road guardian. He's been in a long time. He's the one that plans out the routes to all the places. His wife Izzy she's not a member, but she does a lot for us, and she helps out a lot. And their daughters are just adorable. I got sons, and I love them to death, but they're 5 and they're little terrors. That's a different story. And we got Yeti and Knick Knack, who are also some of the original members, and they also do so much for us. So I just want to give a big shout out to my crew.
You got a great crew. They have a big heart, doing what they have to do what they do. It takes a huge heart.
They do, and I honestly, without the other 6 of us, I don't think we would actually be able to keep this up and running. Because even if it's behind the scenes, they're just amazing people, all of them.
I love your name, Rescue Rejects.
Thank you.
That's a very cool name and very appropriate for what you're doing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oz, I want to thank you so much for being on tonight. We want to get the word out about your organization, what they could do to donate, how they could join your crew to get it bigger and more well known, and get the word out on how we could save these animals from these shelters. So God bless you for your service, Navy and Army. And I was waiting for Ken to pop up and say something. But
no, I'm just shaking my head.
He was shaking his head. Okay. Daniel, again, Oz, thank you so much for what you're doing.
I appreciate you all. Thank you.
We're looking forward to that event.
Yeah, we'll see you up there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you can make it to September.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
Good deal.
We'll be there with service dogs, veterans. We'll hand out some brochures about our organization, whatever we can do to help in any way. So we'll definitely, it's on our calendar. We'll be there.
All right. And I will definitely see you September 12th also.
All right.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Find out about that family.
I will. I'll shoot you a text once I hear back from them.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for being on our podcast tonight with Rescue Rejects. God bless.
Well,